Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Momtober day 4. Yeah, day 4. So today I decided to come to you guys with a sit down video and just talk about my journey being celibate. I'm just sharing my story, my journey. So let's get into it. So I've pretty much been in church like all my life or whatever. And, you know, I've always known about saving yourself to a marriage. You know, I was taught that. So that was pretty much what I lived by. Even before, you know, I got caught up and, you know. So yeah, I always knew to save yourself. That was always what we believed. That was always what we followed. And so, you know, I went through most of high school, you know, living that truth and, you know, honoring honoring God and honor His word, you know. And you know, I was doing good. But then later on, you know, in high school, you know how it is with peer pressure and everybody around you doing everything that you're not doing. And I mean, I'll be honest, you know, you had people like telling their experiences like, oh yeah, you know, and you know, I used to be like, dang, really? Because you know, I wasn't doing anything, so I didn't know what it was, what was going on. I never experienced it. You know, I was still a virgin. So, you know, I had never experienced this stuff, but you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, well, Tiff, you know, that ain't right. You know, we waiting for the Lord, we waiting for our husbands, you know, I was always the good girl, honestly. You know, no quote unquote or anything. Like, I was literally like the good girl for real. Like, I really didn't get into much of anything. So, you know, you hear people, you see people, you know, doing they do. Honestly, I think what scared me the most about having sex before marriage was really like, number one, getting pregnant, especially in high school. So that was what really had me like, because you're not gonna catch me. And my dad, you know, he was really strict, so I didn't want to deal with that. And you know, I didn't want to let my parents down. Like, that was my biggest thing. Was like, I don't want to get pregnant before I get out of high school, and you know what I mean. My parents be disappointed in me. That was my biggest thing. You know, along with knowing like, you know, that I need to honor God and His word, and you know what I'm saying. So that was the biggest thing for me. Was like, I ain't trying to have no babies outside of marriage. I don't want to deal with that. I ain't got time. That's what kept me like, let me stay away from that. But yeah, so you know, you hear people talking about what they doing and blah blah blah, and so you know, after a while, you know, of course, I mean, I had boyfriends. I had my first boyfriend in high school in the 9th grade, and then I had one in the 10th, and junior year I had a little boyfriend too. Um, and it was the other past two relationships, they ended because I wasn't giving it up. Let's just be honest. I was just still like in the back of my mind, like, okay, like the Lord knows all things, and I want to honor God's word, and it's not right. So those two relationships, that was done because, you know, came across situations where I was like, nah, I ain't with that. And so they was kind of like, you know, okay, well. So I'm like, like, it's done then. And that obviously was a good thing because it showed me what they wanted and, you know, what it was really about, right? So junior year comes around and I get in a relationship, and maybe like, I say like a month into it, maybe a month and a half into it, obviously, boom, it happened, right? My junior year, I was 17 when I lost my virginity. Okay, I was 17. It's there it is. It's out there for the world. Now you know. Okay? For those that know me and that's watching. Don't really remember how I felt. I really didn't feel much of anything. Um, I don't know. I was in a different place at that time. I wasn't really, didn't have a super strong relationship with God. I just really wasn't, I don't know. I just didn't really, I don't remember feeling too much of anything, right? So I went home and I told my big cousin because like, I don't know, she was like a big sister for me because I'm the oldest out of my siblings. And so, you know, she was that person that I could go to and you know, tell. And then my senior year of high school, right before I graduated, I had got into another relationship. After that first time, I don't know, it just kind of, in my mind, I was just like, okay, this is my boyfriend. I'm in a relationship. This is what you do. And so I was in that relationship up until maybe like a portion of my first year of college. So, and then that relationship ended as well. After that relationship, um, I made a decision to be celibate. Because, you know, after, in the way like it ended, it was just really bad. Like it was just, I wasn't in a good place. That relationship wasn't good for me. I was celibate for 6 years. 6 whole years I was celibate. I still wasn't in a good place mentally. And I say that because, you know, I was going through a phase where I felt like, okay, I want to be married. You know, where's my person? Where's my husband? Where's this person? Um, and I felt lonely. I felt really lonely during that time. And then, you know, it was also a point where it was like, there were people who I'll be like, is that my husband? Or maybe that's my husband. Or maybe you think the Lord was telling you that was your husband or something like that. And it turns out it wasn't. And I was seeing people like, I would see that person get married to someone. And I would see people over here getting married. And people over here finding this person and finding that person and having kids and doing all this stuff. And so after a while, I was just like, Lord, like, I've been celibate for 6 years. I've been waiting. Like, what is going on? You know, I just felt lonely. I felt left out. I felt like I had to have somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't in a good place mentally, emotionally. I just wasn't in a good place. And so I really just felt lonely. I didn't understand my singleness. And so fast forward, I had met the father of my child. I think what got me really was the attention that I was getting from him. And, you know, I hadn't had anybody like give me attention like that in a long time. You know, and we were really cool. Honestly, we started out just friends, but we were really cool. And I just never had, I didn't have that in a while. Like I said, I was just in a place where I just felt lonely and I felt like God was leaving me out. And I just felt like, and I was at a point where I would just receive whatever. And so I was like, if I'm getting attention over here, I'm gonna take it, right? Eventually, I just kind of gave in, honestly. You know, out of that relationship, obviously, my daughter came. And so, you know, at this point, you know, once I had my daughter, you know, I don't know, having kids, like, it just does something to you. Like, it really changes you. I don't know what it is. I mean, people can have revelations and go through change before having kids, but it took for me to have my daughter for me to really start realizing some things. And so once I had her, like after a while, I was just like, I can't keep doing this. I just, and every time it happened, I felt worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Cause literally, like the Lord, God was in the back of my mind, like, this ain't right. You ain't supposed to be doing it. Every time, like after something would happen, I would feel like crap. Like I felt like complete crap. It was to the point like sometimes afterwards, I would just roll over and cry because I felt horrible. I felt like I was letting God down. I felt like I felt horrible. It is the worst feeling ever, y'all. It's the worst feeling ever. Like, I couldn't even be in the moment. I couldn't enjoy it. I couldn't do anything because my conscience, like, the Lord was speaking to me, y'all. He was speaking to me. I just knew in my spirit and I knew in my heart and I knew that God was speaking to me, and I was just like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't right. I think what was different for me this time is that it wasn't really just me saying, oh, I'm not having sex, I'm not doing that. It was more so, it's like, Lord, I need you to give me the strength to not fall into that temptation. Like, I need, this time I allowed God to help me to do that, because the truth of the matter is we can't do it in our own strength. I've tried that many times. Even during that relationship with my child's father, I would try to be like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then I would fall right back into it because I wasn't like letting God lead and let him be in control. I was trying to do it, you know, with on my own strength and, you know, with my own understanding, and it did not work. It did not work, like, at all. I failed every time. I truly wanted to honor God's word, and that was the change, was that, one, I really wanted it, but I allowed God to step in, you know what I mean, and let him help me to do it, because, y'all, I'm human. So fast forward to where I am right now. I just feel so much better, y'all. I just feel so much better that I'm honoring God. I feel better that I can focus on my purpose and what he has for me. I feel better that I'm not giving that special part of myself to people who are not, you know, that person that God specifically and truly has for me. You know what I mean? Like literally, y'all, like, when you have sex with someone and you're not married, and that's not your husband or wife or what have you, whoever watching this video, like, you're literally becoming one with these people, and y'all all just connecting. Like, you know what I mean? Like, soul ties are so real. And I know this because during, like, the process of, like, you know, stop not having sex and getting away from that, like, it was really hard. It was hard. Like, it's not easy, okay? Because you have this connection and this, you know, you have a soul tie with this person. I don't know if my soul ties are completely broken. Something I'm still praying on. It's not as bad as it was. I'm still, like I said, I'm still in the process. It's only been 2 years. So I'm still trying to break free from those soul ties right now. But yeah, it's real, y'all. And it's so hard. Like, if you think about being celibate, do it now. Like, stop now. Like, don't keep adding to them soul ties, because when I tell you, it's not easy. It is not easy. But right now, I'm okay being single. You know, I have my moments. I still have my moments where I'm like, Lord, come on now, where you at? Where you at? But overall, like, I'm a lot better than I was. Like, I don't feel lonely. I don't feel like I have to settle. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just feel better. So I just want to leave y'all with this. You know, I know folk gonna do what they want to do, and that's okay. But, you know, sometimes you got to, you know, take the sex away so you can really see what's going on. Because sometimes you can be blinded. You could be a little cloudy up there because you know, the sex is good. So you don't really realize, like, that this ain't the person for you, that this is not the situation for you. Y'all don't know how to communicate because your way of communication is sex. You don't know how to talk. You don't really know this person for real, for real. Which brings me to another point. It kills me. It kills me, y'all, when people say, well, how do you know if it's good if you don't try it? Y'all, again, this is me speaking from a spiritual point of view. And honestly, not just spiritual point of view, but this is the truth. Like, if you put your dating life or your waiting for marriage life or whatever, if you give it to God, okay, God is not going to not bless you. He's going to bless you. Like, he's not going to give you something that is not good for you. Like, he's going to bless you. Like, he wants to bless us. Why would he not do that for you? Like, I trust and know that God is going to bless me. in that area? Why would I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's such a concern, pray about it. Say, hey, you know, Lord, you know, I'm praying that da 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 da. Like, I think we're afraid to go to God about stuff like that, and I don't know why. Because He created sex. He knows that it's good. He created it. He knows, you know what I'm saying, what people like or whatever. So why would He not bless you in that area? So yeah, y'all, my last thing, I just wanted to show you guys this journal that I have. So this is my husband journal. Y'all can see it just says all my love. I actually ordered this from another YouTuber. If any of you are familiar with Angel and Light, I'll either have her name down here on the screen or down in my description box. Someone that I watch on YouTube. I love her. Definitely go check her out. She sells husband journals. You can write prayers in here for your husband. And she also has like cards with like ideas and tips on how you can start the journal entries, what you can write, stuff like that. So those are really helpful. So one of the things that she did, she said that she had a journal, she wrote in it, and then once she got married, she gifted it to her husband. And so I was like, that is so sweet. So that's actually what I'm going to do with this. You know, I just write prayers and journal entries and just all kinds of stuff in here that I write to my future husband. And then, you know, once we get married, I'm going to gift this to him. So I thought that was really cute. So definitely go over to Angel and Light. Check her out if this sounds, you know, like something you would like to try or like to do. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps someone. You know, if you're trying to start a celibacy journey and you need somebody to reach out to, somebody to talk to, you know, I can get a little more detail. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to talk to, whatever. Hit me up, DM me, whatever. Go follow me on Instagram, shoot me a DM. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.